Welcome, welcome, welcome. In this video, I am going to show you the 5 main ways that you can collect energy or restore your energy or harvest your energy or whatever you want to call it, and how, after you've done this, you can use this energy to literally do whatever it is that you want to do, as long, and I'm going to repeat, as long as you don't use this energy to hurt others. Okay? This is just for you becoming a better version of yourself. For those of you that are here for the first time, my name is Nondas, and I help many people around the world discover who they really are, and also becoming the masters of their life and their energy in this realm and beyond. So let's get right into it. Let's get to the juicy part. What are the 5 main ways you can collect your energy? Why is this important, by the way? This is important because when you have enough energy in your body, you can use this energy to promote healing for yourself, for others. You can use it to manifest things. You can really do miracles. And I'm not kidding you on that. All right. So, for the most part, what's number 1? And everybody, I'm sure, is aware of this. Sleeping, correct? What happens when you sleep? When you sleep, your body naturally regenerates, right? And naturally restores its energy levels. And that is phenomenal. That is great. But there's a little issue with that. You see, when your body restores its energy, it generally uses it for its daily functions. So, anything beyond that, you will have to train yourself or find ways to use energy without depleting your energy. Okay? Now, in some traditions, I do know of a lot of energy masters, especially chi masters, that like to collect or harvest energy in their lower dantian. Okay, so what is that? It's actually the spot right below your belly button. They use different techniques, including breathing, including visualization, and other stuff like that to collect energy there. As they collect the energy there, they store it, and then when they need it to do something, to perform something, I'm sure you've seen even people that can, with their hand light up a newspaper and all that, right? That, by the way, is real. Okay, there's no tricks there. It can really happen if you know how to do it. So that comes from energy they've stored. But I'm going to give you some techniques that you can really use. So, like I said, one is sleeping. The other one, you can use energy that you have stored in your body, and it's not just a lower dantian, by the way. You can use different techniques like visualization to store energy within your body, because every single cell in your body is capable of holding energy, okay, and storing energy. They are very powerful. So it's not just your lower dantian. As a matter of fact, it's your whole body, okay? So you can use that technique by different visualizations, like, for example, just visualizing yourself filling up with energy, with a white bubble from within. Just the fact that you are visualizing this energy building and building, then you would visualize a little bubble around it to hold it in. Okay, so that's number 2. Sleeping is number 1. That's number 2. All right? There's benefits to either one of them. Now, a third way of you actually keeping energy or storing energy is energy from where? From the universe, right? And I'm sure you've all heard about this. You can instantly call upon the universe, right? And use the energy that it gives you, pass through your body and use that as your intention. If you want to heal somebody, you just kind of bring it in and push it out, but here you're not using your energy, you're using the universe energy. There's benefits to all these, and I'll explain in a bit, okay? Another way you can do it, like a fourth one, is actually pulling energy from the ground, okay? In order to do this, you would visualize yourself as being a tree, literally, with roots. Now, you don't have to see yourself as a tree itself, but you would visualize, roots coming from the bottom of your feet, for example, and you're pulling the energy upward, and you just use that energy to project and to do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, these are all beneficial techniques, and they are wonderful. And like I said, you can use the technique that, you use your own body, your own energy that you've stored, but when you do that, there is a danger of depleting your energy and therefore becoming ill or sick or whatever that case might be, and you need to rejuvenate yourself. So my two favorite ones are actually one that you pull from the earth, okay, and the other one that you can pull from the universe. But this is the trick here. You can't always use those two, and let me explain why. Let's say that you are in a hospital, okay? And let's say that you have a loved one in the hospital and you want to send them healing energy. You see them and you feel sorry for them and you really want to help them. Now, what kind of energy are you going to use? Are you going to use universal energy? Are you going to use energy from the earth? Are you going to use energy from within your body? Are you going to use energy, that's the other one, by the way, from other people? I didn't mention that. That's the fifth one, actually. When you actually are in a room or even with another person, you can pull energy from them and you can use their energy to, project. I wouldn't recommend that one because, it's always good to ask for their permission to do it, okay, when it comes down to another person. And B, you really don't know what kind of mood they're in, so really you don't know what kind of energy you're going to be sending out to other people. Now, of course, you can take it and change it the more you become advanced in doing these kind of things, right? So, back to the hospital. Let's say you're in the hospital and you really want to help somebody. So what do? Do you pull out universal energy? Do you pull energy from the roots, right, of your feet? Do you pull energy from another person in the hospital? Or do you use your energy? Good question, isn't it? And I will tell you 100%. In this scenario, what I would personally do is use my energy. The energy that I have stored, not from sleep, because again, the sleep is just for your body, but the energy that I have stored beyond sleep, okay? I would use that energy, my body's energy, and I would give it the intention that I'm pushing it out. I would see it as a white light going towards the person, and I would see that person being healed right on the spot, okay? And feeling better and working on that. Why would I use my energy? Because if I were to use universal energy, remember, I am in a hospital. So you got to be aware of your surroundings, by the way. What kind of energy is in a hospital? Right? Do I really want to use that energy to promote healing for somebody else? Not really. Okay? What about pulling energy from the bottom of my feet? I wouldn't want to do that either. Why? Because again, I'm at some floor of a hospital. If I were outside in nature and I was barefoot standing on the earth, total different ball game. I would do that. Okay? If I was out in nature, even if it's nighttime or daytime, if the sun is out, if the moon is out, I would use the universal energy, right? But in this case, I'm not in nature. I'm in, a hospital, and therefore I'm not going to use the energy from the universe, because again, it has to pass through the hospital. And I'm not going to use the energy from my feet, because again, I'm in the hospital. And I'm not going to use the energy from another person, because even if I get the permission, because I don't know what kind of a mood they're in, right? But I am going to use my energy to heal them. Why? Because my energy, I have control over, right? I totally have control in that moment, more so than any of the other ones at that particular moment. So therefore, I would use my energy, even though I am depleting my energy levels at that point, right? I would use as much as I can, and then I would simply withdraw somewhere and recharge my energy. Does that make sense? So those are the main reasons and the main ways you can actually collect energy. Like I said, 1 is from sleep. 2 is from your own body. Okay, beyond the sleeping, you can increase the energy levels in your body by the method that I showed you earlier. The other one is from other people, right? That's number 3. Number 4, from the earth when you pull out, and number 5, from the universe. So, depending on what is going on, depending on where you are, you would choose wisely what energy you want to use. You can use all of them by all means, right? But they are more productive, they are better when you choose the right one for a particular moment. Like I said, if I was outside, and something was happening outside, I would use universal energy. Or I would take my shoes off and plant my feet on the ground, and I would literally pull energy from the earth, depending on what's going on. But like in scenarios like a hospital, you use your energy, right? I hope that was a good lesson. Play it out. Tell me how it works out for you. Love and light to all. No matter what you do, be the greatest you. Always shine bright. Don't forget memberships here. And sure, if you like to hype, why not hype this video just to get more and more and more people. And stay tuned, because I keep doing videos about, different stuff here with energy. Love and light. Have a wonderful, wonderful, prosperous day. Bye for now.